We've officially entered February, the month of love, you know, month of love. It's all just a marketing scheme. Also, like, okay, I'm a bit bitter because I've never had like love in February. Like, it's just never been one of those things where like it's like I've never felt it. Like, it's always been a normal month for me. Hi, my name is Tshego Kelly and welcome to my journey. This is a space for growth, real conversations, and becoming the best version of ourselves. Welcome to my channel. Dumelang magageshu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button, like the video, share the video. Let's try to like build a community or whatever. So if you are new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, this is literally where I just get like I come to debrief about life and its challenges, and also just like doing this whole life thing at this time in the era and space, everything, everybody in the world of AI. Speaking of AI, we've officially entered February, the month of love, you know, month of love. It's all just a marketing scheme. Also, like, okay, I'm a bit bitter because I've never had like love in February. Like, it's just never been one of those things where like it's like I've never felt it. Like, it's always been a normal month for me. Life be showing me flames, lifing, you know, doing the best that we can to survive in this day and age. Honestly, like, so like we've officially entered into February. It's a brand new month. It's a break. Like, I was so excited, like getting into like February, about like, you know, positive energy. Remember, like, it was all about shedding for me previously, shedding all the things that like I needed to get off, you know. And I thought I was done shedding. I was ready to enter into this new age. Boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong, because like I shedded quite a lot, even more than I thought I would have, you know, if you catch my drift. So you know what I mean. But I think that was the last shedding that I needed to do. But it's always the hardest. Like, it's always the hardest. Now that that's done, I'm just grieving that part. Or let me just say, I'm grieving that version of who I was, because this new version that I'm stepping into is hella crazy, child. Okay, it's hella crazy. It's insane. It is gonna be so insane. So like, also just having to like let go of the old version of me. Like, I didn't know it was gonna be that hard. Like, I didn't know I was actually gonna grieve. Like, I went through the stages of grieving. I think I'm still going through them, but I'm almost done. Like, I can feel it. I can breathe a bit better now. And I don't reminisce too much about the past anymore. The series like, I can see the credits. I can see the credits rolling, and it's just like the end of your favorite TV show when it comes to an end. I'm just so emotional. About it. It's like it's losing, because at the end of the day, it's like losing a part of yourself. You understand. So also having to let go of that was just a bit heavy for me. I was grieving, like, yeah. You know, so like just having to accept all of that version of me is gone, and just to also say to myself that I need not to cling on to the past. You know, having to like literally let go of that is quite hectic. Like, it is so hectic, child. Like, sister Aja. It's so hectic, you know. So yeah, I mean, like currently that's what it is. But at the same time, I'm excited for this new version of me. I can't wait to be her. Like, I already am her in some sort of way, but I feel like right now I'm in that space of like limbo. I'm in that limbo space where it's kind of like, you know, but you don't know. You know, but you don't know. You don't know what you know, but you know. You know? I hope I'm making sense. It's really like crazy, man. Like crazy. Like, but I'm glad that I was able. I'm healing, you know, from that, you know, just letting go of also the idea of who I thought I was gonna be by now. Like, having to let go of that, like, quite heavy, quite heavy. Because life, honestly speaking, life doesn't really, never really turns out the way we thought it would. Like, it never really like goes the way you expect. Like, things happen that you wanted to happen, but they don't happen the way you thought that they would happen. You know, at the end of the day, solve for X is the answer is 2, ne? But the method, how we got to 2 and how we thought we were going to get to 2 is just 2 totally different things. And it can be shocking to the nervous system. It can really be shocking to the brain. Like, it can be shocking to the brain. I had a notebook that I wanted to like share with you guys, like things. I think that book is from like 2 if not 3 years ago, that like I had written like my goals and everything, and I wanted to sort of do a checklist just to see how far I am with regards to that list, and just to have kind of like a memory of like just of who I was when I wrote that and who I am now, because it's really it's crazy. Like, we don't see the growth because it happens every single day, but it's there. It's there, and maybe it's not visible because, you know, when you're in it, you don't really feel it. But to those who see, they do see, and they're able to recognize Uguti, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, like, and I like this new like chapter that I'm going to step into. The craziest part is having to be one of those people just to accept that like some things you need to do alone, like this part of life that you need to navigate alone. And when I think about it, really, I think I've never really actually done that for real, you know, these things that I've done by myself and whatnot. But there was always someone or something like there with me while I'm like, you know, it's like a friend, a family member, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a lover, you know, that type of thing. But now it's like, no, girlie, you have to do this alone, and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be what you want it to be with other people there. This chapter you have to go into it alone, my sister. Alone, my sister. Do you understand? Do you understand that this chapter you have to go through it alone? And if you don't understand that, then life will make you understand. Life will make you understand. If it's not life, whatever spiritual entity you believe in, whether it's God, whether it's your ancestors, whether it's the universe, whether it's whatever, it will make you understand Uguti, this, like, until you actually do this thing by yourself, it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. The only way that you can achieve or become this version of yourself that you've always wanted to be, in order for you to reach the goals that you always wanted to reach, become the person, the woman you've always wanted to be, you have to do this alone. It's the only way. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, it's the only way. And until you're ready to do it by yourself, it's never gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, at least not the way, or at least not in the way that you thought it would. It's just, you're just delaying yourself, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, you're just delaying yourself. You know, sometimes we don't do it deliberately. Sometimes people cling on to us. I know that sometimes we cling on to people because it's so much easier for us, like for human beings rather, like it's for human beings to have an attachment of some sort to other people. It's really our nature, it's our brain chemistry. It's, you know, especially if you grew up in an environment where there's always an attachment person that you always had to maneuver with. You know what I mean? I mean, life is not the same for everybody. Life is not the same for everyone. Like, I just think for me, I just think that for me, within that aspect, I'm literally just, there's some journeys that I need to walk alone. And you know, sometimes we don't see that we are delaying ourselves by like being attached to people. Sometimes people are the ones that are attached to us, but the question is, what do you do about it? Because, you know, sometimes like there's people in your life that you feel that it's time, like it's really just time to shut it down. Because where you're going, this person, I guess, and that's why you have to let them go, so that you're not gonna feel more young. Could be a friend, could be a lover, sometimes it's even a family member, and you might find, or you feel like you are breaking that person by releasing them from you and breaking that attachment. You're just like, oh, I don't want to hurt you, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but you really got to like cut the attachment cord, because you are going to stay in limbo with that person. You might find that they need to be far away from you in order for them to achieve their dreams and goals and whatever. You also need to be far away from them in order to do what you need to do and get it done. But you guys are so attached to each other. Maybe you're emotionally invested, maybe you've been attached to each other for so long that now like your brain chemistry is just finding it difficult to let go. Truth is, really, you are delaying yourself. You might also find that you're also delaying that other person as well, you know, and that is hard for anybody. I mean, we're human beings, man. That's hard for anybody. Like, I can imagine, like, that's hard for anybody. We're human beings, we live, you know, we want to be amongst other human beings. But there's just some things, there's just some journeys that they require you to be alone in that path. And it may look scary because maybe you've never been alone in your entire existence. You may have never been alone in your entire existence, but now it actually feels like with so much people, it's noise. It becomes voices telling you what to do, telling you how to move, expectations, pressure, to a point where we start to forget that we actually have free will. And to be also I feel like in touch with ourselves, because it's so easy to lose yourself to people, to things, to places. Some people, they don't even know who they are outside of their career. If you take away the career from that person, they become an NPC. Basically, they have no meaning, and they're just existing. They are just existing. Some people's personality is their body shape. If you take away that girl's bum, then who is she really? People are their cars. Someone if you take away their car, they are no longer relevant, to say the least, because they don't know who they are outside of those things. You know what I mean? And I think being in touch with your inner self, with the core of who you are as a human being, is probably one of the best things that you can do for yourself, because then nobody can tell you who you are. So easy for people to tell you who you are. You can come across other people, like friendships, and your friends can try to tell you who you are. Your lovers, your partners can try to tell you who you are. Your family can try to tell you who you are. Your colleagues, anybody and everybody can come and tell you who you are, because you don't really know the core of your being and what you stand for. I feel like sometimes we need to lose things, people, stuff. Sometimes we need to lose things and people and stuff and places and whatever, just to make room for greater things. I know sometimes I be sounding delusional. I know sometimes I be sounding delusional. I be sounding unrealistic, and I just wish I had that book. I guess my ancestors and God doesn't want me to show you guys my goals. It's not yet time, I guess, because that book literally disappeared, and I guess when I'm done filming, and I needed to film today just to stick to the schedule that I set for myself. I needed to film today so that I can upload tomorrow. Today chrono edit, and I want to stick to that routine. I want my brain to understand that we have a routine, and this is what we do. We film on Mondays, we upload on Tuesdays. Yeah, so that book disappeared. Something doesn't work for me. I guess it's not yet time for that. But yeah, you need to lose some things. You need to lose. Sometimes it's material things, sometimes it's friends, sometimes it's family, sometimes it's partners, sometimes it's a job. It can be anything, material things. Sometimes you need to lose those things to make space for more better things that are more suited for you and the life that you're actually meant to live. You understand? Yeah. it's just life is just and the older you get, the more yucky it gets. But it can also be good, because I tell you some of the things that I have achieved, and sometimes it's silly little things, like I wanted to travel, I want to stay in a 5-star place, hotel, restaurant, whatever. I want to do this, I want to do that, and 100% of the time I never know how I'm gonna do it. And because I'll be like, girl, that stuff costs money, and as soon as I decenter the money idea of things, the money part, as soon as I decenter that, it's not to say don't have a plan with blowing out like money, because you need that stuff, but I'm just saying, just don't make it the center of your universe. Just don't make it the center of your universe, because I can tell you that like 90% of the goals that I have achieved, really, they were paid for, yes, but they were not paid by me, because half of the time and I just feel like, but I managed to do those things because I somehow manifested them. I believed that I could. When the opportunity came, I did not back down. I did not try to change myself to be somebody that I'm not. I just stood within my ground. And because I have an understanding of who I am, it just makes it so much easier. So much easier. I don't think at this point in my life anybody can tell me who I am. I don't think at this point in my life anybody can try to make me into somebody that I'm not. I think at this point in my life I do not even have capacity to try and be somebody that I'm not. There are sometimes you be acting, you be pretending to be somebody you're not for people. It's called people pleasing. So yeah, I'm done with that, and I am just happy to get to know myself even more. I'm happy that I get to come on here, sit in front of the camera, and literally just talk about the challenges that I'm facing in life, and just to be able to come on here and look at, most importantly, like how far I've grown, and it just gives me a perspective of looking forward to even growing some more, becoming a better person than I was yesterday, becoming a better businesswoman, a better friend, a better sibling, a better daughter, just becoming a better artist, a better creator, a better soul, a better person. Because we live and learn, and we grow. So I'm looking forward to this chapter. The journey is waiting. It's gonna be long. The journey is long, but it's also not long, because we don't know how much time we have in this life. And as much as we don't know how much time we have in this life, we don't need to always be in a rush. Sometimes it's good to take a moment and pause and just look around you, look at your space, your setting, and just to be grateful. And just be grateful. Just say thank you. That's it. That's it. Because sometimes we are too busy living, too busy focusing on living, that we forget how to live. And we are too busy doing that we forget how to, at the end of the day, we forget how to just be human. And sometimes that requires just sitting still, just taking it all in, just looking at your surroundings, taking it all in. Just to sit and just be. Even if you do it for like 5 minutes in a day, but just to sit still and just be and not worry about nothing. Switch it off. Sometimes I know it sounds diabolical, but I do that, and I found that it brings me some sort of peace. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do right after this. So if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope that something of what I said made sense to you somehow.